So I wanted to make a quick little video that I promised that I would make. And essentially, I just want to talk about why it's important to choose the right clients. And when I say right clients, I don't always mean the clients with the biggest budget. In my personal experience, horrible things have happened when I've accepted clients that don't align with my brand, or my photography style doesn't align with their brand. And a lot of the times clients won't see that. They love your work, they respect your work, and they want to book you. But it's always important to think about motivations and not to always be motivated by money. There are 1,000 different other reasons I would work with somebody other than their budget. Brand alignment is another thing. And then just basically, like, how I know if I would work with a client again is obviously based on my experience with that client. And it might seem like petty things to some people, but to me, things like how you speak to me is really important. Your communication skills. If I email you, or your preferred like method of communication is text, and I text and you blue tick me or you ghost me after I've sent you a price list or a quote, that's like an immediate red flag for me. How clients speak to me is extremely important, as well as how they speak to other people that might be on the set or at the event, or the videographer. Things like that mean a lot to me. I try and manifest a lot of clients that have similar core values to me. Obviously that's not something you're just gonna like know about a person, but those are things that I manifest and I pray for, that my clients and I are aligned in who we are, what our businesses stand for. If it's not a business, then just, am I the right photographer for your event? Another red flag is if a client has expectations, like in hindsight, like after I've sent the images in the initial editing style that they approved or that they requested, with the shot list that they requested, I send everything back, and suddenly now their expectations are something completely different to what we initially agreed on. That is a major red flag for me, and I probably won't work with that client again. Another red flag is them not wanting to send back the signed version of my terms and conditions before we start shooting. Another red flag is just like not asking any questions at all, like just booking, no question. They just want like your bank details, and sometimes it works out really well, and the person maybe not like a big speaker, or they don't really care much about the editing style or anything like that, or compositions. They may not have a shot list, they just don't care like for pictures in a deep way like that. Sometimes it works out perfectly, other times it doesn't, because then the expectations thing, like I spoke about. Another red flag is like, then you might also get robbed. I know a lot of photographers have gotten robbed of their gear by clients who paid in full, and when they get there, then you get robbed. Like, that's super, super scary. So obviously that's a red flag. And another point on like how to choose clients, guys, just be safe out there, especially if like you're a female photographer. Not that the guys shouldn't watch themselves, but like for us the danger is like on another level. So yeah, the final red flag that I will share with you in this video, I can probably think of a gazillion, but like these are just the ones that's like on top of my head right now, is if a client is trying to book you the day before, like the evening before. Alarm bells, just alarm bells. I've rarely, and I won't say never, I've rarely had good experiences with last minute clients. What I would suggest is to definitely charge a late booking fee. I know a lot of photographers and videographers do this, so just think about it, safeguard yourself, and make sure you have the full payment before you get there, bro, because a lot of times that last minute thing you're going to be chasing for like the next 7 months. And then this red flag is for the client. Red flag if your photographer does not have like a set deadline that they will get the pictures back to you. You're gonna cry, or you're gonna have to nag. Both of those things are equally frustrating to me to have to do for myself. So yeah, make sure that your photographer has their shit in order, that there's terms and conditions, that you know when you're going to get your pictures, that you know what kind of pictures you should expect in terms of quality, quantity, editing style, compositions. Also, don't expect photographers or any creatives to like completely morph into what you need from them. If a photographer, a creative, an artist, whatever, needs to change what they do completely in order to deliver to you as the client, that you are barking up the wrong tree. Go and find another person in the profession who's more aligned to what you need. And just a reminder, like, not to always be motivated by money. Sometimes you might just vibe with a person and want to shoot with them, and that's okay too. Every interaction is different, and art is expressive, and it's an extremely subjective thing. So don't stop collabing just because your calendar is full with like paying clients. Don't reject clients because they might not have the biggest budget. Maybe their intentions are really pure, sentimental, and you might want to book with them for that reason. But yes, that's just like my little 2 cents. And yeah, side note, I love this t-shirt. I've had it like since forever, but it's just, it aligns with my brand. Have a good day. Bye.